Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 46 of hashtag Friday Sews. All right, before I get started, a big thank you to Jen, as always, from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who is the creator of the hashtag. So thank you, Jen. Now, what have I been up to in the sewing room this week? Well, not a whole lot because it's just been about work this week. It's incredibly busy. We are implementing or migrating to a brand new system, and it's meant a lot of work, a lot of hours. And we are a global company with people all over North America, Europe, Australia. So it's meant phone calls at very strange hours. It's just been really, really busy and I'm tired. So it's been going to bed early at night. So the only thing I've had time to do, and I did these over the weekend, because if you remember last Friday, I said I'd lost a bit of my sojo and I was gonna get into quilting or piecing a couple of blocks to try to get myself back into it. Well, I pieced two blocks, so this one and this one, and you can tell how big they are. I haven't measured them, but they're at least 16 inches square. So these are part of the annual quilt along that Yvonne from a Quilting Jet Girl puts out. She creates a brand new pattern each year, and you can buy the pattern. And when you do, you can sign up for the quilt along. And she sends you instructions for these blocks and then how to put them all together into a top. And I love her design. So I've been participating in the past, I think 4 or 5 years at least. I've been participating in her quilt along, and her designs never disappoint. So I'm really excited about this one. I love the colors I picked. So it's all going to be black and gray and then bright red. Love it. Love it. So that's basically all I did, except that on Sunday, I purchased a pants pattern because I said I was allowed to purchase patterns for pants or fabric for pants. Well, allowed, that's a strong word. I said my goal was to sew through my stash this year, except for pants because I don't have a whole lot of fabric or pants patterns. So long story short, Sue, who is a subscriber of my channel, recommended the Luna pants from Made by Ray. And so I went and checked them out. I bought them, downloaded them, printed the pattern, and then cut a muslin out of some leftover Ponte. Was this a Ponte or a Scuba? Anyways, one of the two. And I made my muslin, and they're not bad. If I'm reading the wrinkles right, I need a little bit more room at the inseam. So I need to lengthen my crotch a little bit in the front and the back. And that should pretty much fix it. Like, I love where the waistband is hitting me. I love that there's not a ton of extra fabric in the front. And the legs are not crazy wide, but they're like a straight down leg. I think I'm going to like these pants. I'm really, really excited. So I made the adjustments to my pattern on Sunday, and I'm hoping to be able to make a second muslin. I'm not confident enough yet to cut into good fabric, but I'm going to make another muslin probably this coming weekend, and hopefully cut into my good fabric next week, because I thought about the clothes I'd want to take with me to Florida next month. Yes, I'm already starting to think about what I want to wear, and I'm excited that I'm going to be able to wear summer clothes for a few days. I want to make myself at least one pair of nice flowy pants to take with me to Florida. So yeah, so that's the stuff I've done this week, as well as my goals or projects for next week in the sewing room. As far as life, I thought I would update you on my goals for 2023 just to keep myself accountable and say them out loud and make sure that I stay on track. So I have 6 updates. So 6 of my 9 goals have basically moved forward in the past month. So getting healthier has had its ups and downs this month. So I started off the year with a bang. I got on the bicycle, stationary bike, every day for 15 to 20 minutes. I was careful with the food I ate, and my first couple of weeks were extremely successful. I did lose some weight, and I felt it's funny to me how almost immediately you start feeling more energized when you move a little bit more and don't eat lots of fried sweet food. Funny how that works. So on the health department, I started off very, very well. And then I fell off the wagon a little bit and stopped with the bike. My excuse was work, but really I know it's an excuse. I just need to make sure that I make the time for things that are important to me. Obviously, my health is important, so got back on in the saddle, and I am now back on track and exercising every day, watching what I eat, and I'm getting results on the scale, but more importantly, I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, I have been tired this past week just because work has been incredibly busy, but other than that, I'm feeling really, really good. So my health goals are going well and they're back on track. Goal number 2 that I have an update for is fitting some pants. So I already gave you the update for that. Got the Luna pants, made the muslin. They're looking pretty good. So hoping that this one is going to be a winner and will be part of my TNTs for pants. Now, the Luna pants do have an elasticated waist, which is a little bit easier to fit. But once I've nailed down those pants, then I can move on to more complicated pants or like real trousers with a stable waistband and stuff. So moving in the right direction with that goal as well. Sewing my stash was another goal. And in January, I did not purchase a stitch of fabric or a thread of fabric. And I did not purchase any patterns with the exception again of the Luna pants, which was on the allowed list. So on track for that goal as well. Number 4, quilting. I said I wanted to infuse more quilting into my sewing practice, and I have. I've made these 2 blocks. I'm following along with Yvonne's quilt along, and I have planned a baby quilt for a friend who's having a baby soon. So I am back into quilting, and I have to say I am loving it. So yes, check mark on that one too. I had a goal of reaching 2,000 subscribers on the channel, and I'm super happy to report that I hit the 1,000 milestone earlier this week. So a huge thank you to all of you who have subscribed, who come back every time I put a video out and like and comment. I was excited when I reached 1,000 followers. I'm not gonna lie. It was really big. I mean, yeah, it's just when you start your channel, first of all, it is probably one of the scariest things I've ever done. I'm an introvert. I don't put myself out there very much. Like, I have a hard time posting on Instagram. So deciding to create this channel was a big thing for me. And for a few months, there were no views and there were no comments. And then, I met a couple of people, and then it started to grow. And every time I get a new subscriber, I get excited. I'm just so grateful that you all subscribed and come back every time a new video comes out. So a huge thank you. And then the sixth goal I have an update on is tutorials. So I said I wanted to put out one tutorial a month this year, and January's tutorial came out. Can't remember exactly on what date, but I'll put a link to it below, to make a Valentine's Day mug rug. So if you've not seen that yet and you want to make a little something either for your kids or friends or husband or wife or whatever, the link will be below to make a cute little mug rug. So I'm feeling pretty good about how I'm tracking with my goals this year, and I'll have another update for you on that next month. Now, as far as the channel and what's going to be coming out over the next week or so, I've been trying to come up with my February plans, and I think I've got them down now, I think. So that video is going to come out on Tuesday next week. And as always, I'm going to have a Friday Sews video for Friday next week. So every week in the Friday Sews Facebook group, Jen gives us some talking points or a question we can use during our videos to get the conversation started or going in the comments with our viewers. So this week's question is, what do you absolutely love about sewing? So there are many, many things I love about sewing. I think the thing I love the most is it allows me to do something with my hands. I spend all day in my day job sitting and thinking or talking, and I don't get to create anything. I don't get to work with my hands. And I've loved doing that ever since I was a small child. My mom tells me that I used to knit sweaters for my teddy bears when I was little. I've always been drawn to crafty things and using my hands in creative ways or to create things. So I think that's what I love most about it. And I can feel it when I haven't been sewing, because I get fidgety. I don't know if anxious is the right word for it, but I need to do things with my hands. So sewing definitely allows me to do that. But I also quilt, as you know. I did knit for a while. I haven't knitted in a long, long time. But anything that allows me to work with my hands is something I love and something I need to a certain extent. So what about you? Why do you sew? What do you love so much about sewing? I would love to know. So put that in the comments below and let me know. All right. Well, I think that's it for me this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.